What's up, guys? And today we got the 96 overall MUT Hereos Derek Carr, go deep ×2 and pound the rock chemistry. I do have those chemistries up, so keep that in mind. 98 throw on the run is his specialty, and I got it up to a 99. And all of his throwing stats are in the 80s except throw power and deep short throw. I mean, and you see right here, short throws no problem. I wasn't really too concerned about this, and he just confirmed it. I think he had like a good. He was 7 for 7, not a single bad short throw, so good sign there. Next up, the most important stat for a quarterback in my mind, the mid throw, and he was 8 for 8 with these mid throws, which is exactly what I want to see. Over and over, man, just putting it where it needed to be. I had more highlights, of course, but some of my receivers either dropped the ball or had the ball knocked out of their hands. I don't like showing incomplete passes, but I'll show some of the completed ones. Look at that beautiful dot, man. And you can definitely notice the throw power on these passes too. When you see right here, going out of the pocket, hitting them wide open. I've seen quarterbacks miss those throws before, and it is so annoying, man, when you see somebody so open and gets overthrown or overthrown. But anyways, good to see there. Next up, the deep throw. I mean, he did not have a perfect score on this category. He did have, like, I believe 6 perfect deep throws, but 2 of them were missed, unfortunately. Throw power, not an issue. He had no problem bombing that thing like 60, even 70 yards deep. But in situations like this right here, where you see the defender gets beat, I think he had a linebacker on that receiver for whatever reason. But you would assume that someone like that should not be able to miss those little toss-ups. And right here, look to the far right. Look at going deep on the out route. Perfectly placed ball. That's what you need to see. So as far as the deep throw, a solid B. Next up, the scrambling, 85 speed. I did not feel 85 speed. He did feel a little sluggish. Didn't really, I didn't see 85 speed. If I ran with him and I did not know his speed rating, I would have said like 82. That's honestly what it felt like. I didn't really see that burst from him. But anyways, as far as the carry rating, he does have, I believe, 73 carry. It's interesting that the first 2 games I played with him, he fumbled in each of those games after only based on like the very first hit, he just coughed the ball up. And I was thinking that maybe he would have a big fumbling problem. But like the next 8 games, he was taking hits like that over and over and over and over, not a single fumble. Can't explain it. So even though he didn't fumble in like the last 8 games, even though he was getting hit a lot, I would still say just go out of bounds and be safe. And speaking of fumbles, here they are, the 2 fumbles he had. So I definitely do not recommend trying to spin, truck, juke, anything. I get the temptation. I get it. Like right there, just slide, because that right there will happen. You're gonna lose the ball. It's gonna piss you off, and you're gonna blame him. And this right here, look at that. He beat the corner and he overthrew it. This is what I'm talking about, man. Those couple of bad deep throws. Once again, threw the ball deep. You see right here, the throw power is not the issue. Look how far he threw it. So it's just he had bad moments on the deep throw. And throwing on the run, he had 3 bad throws on the run. But honestly, compared to the positive throws on the run, not too bad actually. He had some good moments. And speaking of those moments, here they are. He actually had, I believe it was 13 positive throws on the run, 3 bad ones. Honestly, not too bad, man. And of course, this is going to the left and to the right. I didn't really see a difference either way. And of course, either it didn't matter if it was like a 5-yard dump or like a 30-yard bomb. This right here, I think that was my favorite. That was a really clutch throw to have someone in your face and throw it perfectly down the field and hit the receiver. So as far as a grade with this, I would say maybe a good A-. I couldn't really say he was that good at, but A- still not that bad. So that's gonna wrap this up, guys. And right now he goes for around between 280 and 300. I don't think he's worth that much, honestly, just in my opinion anyway. If I had to put a value on him, 200, 180, somewhere around there. I don't know. I have no idea how long it's going to take for him to drop that far, but when he does, that's when I say you should pick him up. Unless you have the coins and you just don't give a damn, that's a different story. But anyways, guys, as far as my next review, I'm not sure offensively who it's going to be. Defensively, it's the MUT Hereos Calais Campbell. But anyways, guys, I'll see you boys for that review. Peace.